I'm Chamudra Kapakama. So I'm here with Mr. Viraj Henegadra, who is the founder of Business Advisor.lk. So we are going to kick off our first episode, which is the 10-minute CEO segment with him. So the rules are pretty simple. I'm going to ask you 10 questions. You have to answer within 10 minutes. Each question have 1 minute to answer. You ready?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so the first question is, what does your business actually do? So if you want to explain it to a new person, how would you describe it?
It's a really good question. So basically, we are business advisor helping you to start their own business and they have to grow up the business. And even if somebody wants to close down the business, we are helping for that as well. Basically, from the inception until close down your business, if you need any kind of a service, we are here to help you. That's what we basically do.
Okay, perfect. So I think you are a chartered accountant, right?
Yes.
So why not taking that safe path? What drives you to go to this entrepreneurial way? Can you answer that question?
Again, good question, and so many forums they have asked this question, and why you are not going through the traditional way. And I have started my own one. Actually, in 2015, I had a dream to come to my own city, Kandy. So I choose to select one of my previous workplace as the manager. So within 6 months, they told me you have only two options. Either you have to buy this or else you have to still work with the same firm but with a new owner. So it's time for me to get the decision. So I said no, I'll be resigning from this firm, and that was the main point for me to start my one. But before that, I had an intention to start my own thing. So that was the reason for me to start it that quickly. Otherwise, I would be staying for another 5-6 years to start this.
Okay. So you initially had a career, right?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. So let's move on to the third question. This is going to be a little bit hot one. So can you give us an idea how much revenue you pull in? I mean, your business pull in yearly, and how many jobs you have been able to create so far?
Okay, so the revenue targets actually depends, Chamudya, because we are doing kind of a seasonal business, especially when it comes to audits and all. So we are having works on November and September. Those are the deadlines in Sri Lanka. In addition to that, business registrations, we are having month by month growth. So basically, we are having a steady growth over the past years. And when it comes to number of employees that work with me, so we started in 2016 until today, more than 200, 300 employees of the chartered trainees, because most of them are coming here to get the CA articles. So they have completed more than 200, I guess. Right now we are having 35 employees
35
here.
employees in this compound?
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect. So, as the fourth question, we know every business has its own struggles, no, especially in the early stages. What were your toughest challenges that you faced, and most importantly, how did you go through with that challenges?
Okay, so initially in 2016, actually, we had to recruit the people. And I still remember first day when I'm recruiting someone, we don't have any assets to give even for laptop. So we had to go to one place to get a laptop on a rental basis. And we had to pay only 20,000. Even we couldn't find that amount at that time. And monthly installment we had to pay. So we paid it. And that was the toughest situation for me. And in addition to that, the COVID highly affected to us, because I told all my employees, now it's time for you. You can get the decision. You can stay with me, but I can pay only 50% of that. But you won't believe, nobody has withdrawn with me. So everyone stayed with me.
Not a single.
No, everyone was with me, and they believe myself. So that's what the main strength that I even now I'm having.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Fifth question is actually, so if somebody wants to start your business, let's say somebody wants to copy, okay? So what are the three most important pieces of advice that you can give to him or her to start the business without any hiccups?
Okay, first one, you have to have the curiosity. So if you want to be someone, or if you want to start something, you have to have the curiosity. That is number one. And the number two, you have to have the commitment, dedication. So without having commitment and dedication, I don't think that you will be able to achieve that. And the most importantly, I believe the financial discipline. If you don't have the financial discipline, even though you are having a dream, you might have a big dream, you have a commitment, you have everything. But if you don't have the financial discipline, you will not be able to grow this business into a certain level. And even to grow further, the financial discipline is the key.
Perfect. Thank you for those wise words. The sixth question is a little bit different and a little bit deviated from this field. So there's a lot of hype going around the AI field, right? A lot of companies start in AI, deep tech, machine learning, and all those good stuff. But my opinion, some big opportunities are missing. What's your take on that? Are there any big traditional business opportunities overlooked due to this hypeness? What's your take on that?
Yes, exactly. But everybody is looking at AI and they are thinking that we are losing a lot of jobs and all. But just look at even the tourism sector. Tourism sector, the people are going other way around. Even though everybody is looking for the mobile phones and all, even in China, you can see there are some places we can enter that particular place without a mobile phone because they want to give the previous experience. Same thing we can do in Sri Lanka. Some of the companies, some of the businesses, they are doing it, practicing it. Just imagine that you are living in 40 years before and imagine how you can create the market for them. Everyone is looking for the AI and all, but still I believe that we can sell the traditionalism in Sri Lanka. Look at the Sagiri, you can sell it and imagine the people who have lived in that era and they are living with you now. So that experience, if you can give it to them, you can have a really good market. Don't need to depend on the AI.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's a great answer because you did give several examples. I like that a lot. Thank you very much. So this seventh question is about a word competition. Most people are fearful about that. Most people are say that is toxic. It can be a opportunity. What's your
Yeah.
take on that?
Competition is really good because without having a competition, I don't think that I will be giving more value addition to the people. So if I don't have any competition, I'll be staying at the same mechanism, same way. I'll be using the same traditional mic that I have used in 5 years before. But now you can see we have developed our own studio, even the microphones, even the way we are talking, everything we have changed with the competition. So the competition is blessing for any business. So that's what I believe.
Right, okay, perfect. Next question is actually what's the weirdest or most unexpected skill that you have had to learn as a business owner?
The answer is people judgment. Because I have failed in some cases, right? So tell you the truth, in some cases actually I have failed because I couldn't do the people judgment correctly at that time. But I learned a lot from that, right? So after that, I never do that mistake, especially when you are believing some people because of the story that they are telling. Don't do that. So that's one of my key message to anyone who is planning to do their own business and even the business ideas. There are many people who have come up with a lot of ideas, but just evaluate them carefully, look at the past history. After that, you have to get the decision.
Okay, that's a great advice to our young entrepreneurs. Let's move on to the ninth questions. Actually, you are a busy person. You run multiple businesses. No? When you finally take a break, what's your go-to way to relax and reset?
Normally, people are believing that I'm really busy, but actually, after 6 o'clock, even my staff knows that I never switch on my phone. So it's switch off by 6 o'clock. So 6 until next day morning, so I'm not responding to any of the calls. So always I have the free time, right? So it's a call that you have to get, right? If you feel that you are busy, yes. But especially even at that time, even on weekdays, I'm always with my family. I'm going here and there as I wish. If I want to go somewhere, yes, I'll be there at that time. So that's the way that I'm spending. I am, even though people are feeling that I'm really busy, but I am managing my time really effectively.
So, additional question. So, do you think that helps to be more efficient in the business?
Exactly. So otherwise, if you are always struggling with the works, it's really difficult for you to achieve because always I have a plan. Even today I have a plan. I have given a time to you. So I told you that even if I miss that time, I have allocated to some other work as well. That's why.
Okay, perfect. So the 10th and the last question, which is actually, so there's a new government. So obviously we have done a lot to boost entrepreneurship here in Sri Lanka. We all know that. And what would be the number one thing that a government or the country could do to empower entrepreneurs? Just one thing. What's the best thing that they can do?
So any government wants to do, if they are focusing is to empower the entrepreneurship, they need to teach this from the childhood. That's what I believe because now I think this government has taken that initiative even to include this entrepreneurship subject to our syllabus. But even it was there, but only thing is it's not practical at all. So we have to introduce this subject from the grade one, the creativity skill, how to think out of the box. So those are the things that we need to create because we are just creating a student from the 12 years, right? So we are, a lot of lessons are, even the teachers are doing hard work, but only thing is it's not going to be practical. When he out from this school, I don't think that he can start his own business because that particular knowledge is not adequate. So focus on school education and give them to, or else ask them to think in a different way. So then we can create this entrepreneurship world basically.
Okay, perfect. So you gave some developing ideas, right? So from the grade one itself, right? Not just from the halfway.
Yeah.
So that's a great advice. I hope you can take that advice into account. So this is Mr. Viraj again, the founder of Business Advisor and Tax Advisor. It's a great pleasure to meet you, sir. So thank you again. Let's meet again. Thank you very much.